am sentient sessions, caught back in session. I have a message for you. Are you ready for it? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for it? How you feeling? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling hyper. I'm talking a mile a minute. I'm feeling really good though. How you feeling? We gonna go in, we gonna drag, we about to dig into how you feeling. Because I don't know what story I would have to share with this one. Because I'm gonna let it flow. With the first readings, I always know, like I say the first thing on my mind. But with this reading, I don't know. I don't have any thoughts. Like when I go into my second and third readings, I don't have any thoughts to like start off with. Like, but it feels like ultimately like, because I did some breathing exercises a little bit. I don't have an initial thought. I don't have an initial read on the energy. I feel nervous. That's how I would say. Like, this energy is making me feel nervous. I feel nervous, and I'm like, why do I feel nervous? Why do I feel nervous? What's going on? Damn. It feels a little nervous. It feels like a nervous energy. Dreams of abundance. As you sleep, God, your angels, and your higher self are giving you divinely guided ideas, answers, and solutions. Be sure to record your dreams in a journal because they contain valuable insights that will help you manifest your desires into reality. But anyways, yo, dreaming. Oh my God. So I'm a dreamer, and my dreams usually be true as fuck. I don't know. Whenever my dreams come about, I just do whatever I want with it. Like, there's things I see in my dreams. Sometimes they're messages for other people. Sometimes they're messages for me. And anytime I've had a dream about another person, I usually tell them. Sometimes I don't. It depends. But I had a dream the other night, and it was something that had happened at my mother's house. So, of course, I messaged my niece because I had this dream about my niece. And she tells me what had happened. And she was like, that was so weird that she said it's weird that your dream was so specific. I said, girl, all my dreams are specific. So I had dreamed about a situation that she had, and I had to deliver a message for her. So your dreams, if you're a dreamer too, your dreams are really, really specific. Your dreams right now are so crystal clear that you should most definitely be writing them down. And even with the dream, it was like my dreams come in layers. So I'll have a dream and it'll have one meaning, but it'll also have another meaning. It has like multiple meanings. So even the dream that I had with her and I talked to her about it, she has seen, oh, nervous. Is someone like, I don't know if that freaked her out, but it probably did. I don't know. Like, sometimes when I've told people my dreams, because a lot of my dreams catch people up. You know what I'm saying? My dreams have a tendency to catch people. And there's been points in my life where like I've had to explain my dreams to people, and I wouldn't know why I had that dream, but they would know why I had that dream. They would know what that dream meant. And eventually things start to catch up. So yeah, like the dream that I had, it comes in layers. I guess I'm gonna explain to y'all about dream. I don't know, y'all dreamers. If y'all are dreamers, I don't know if you're new to it, if this is something that's new to you, but when it comes to dreaming, you can set your intentions. Like before you go to sleep, pray. I'm telling you, pray before you go to sleep. Your dream is going to answer your prayer. Whatever your prayer is, just pray and let yourself dream. And then when you wake up, just write it down. And then study them because they might come in a pattern. And you can even set like specific symbolism. I have a specific symbolism in my dreams. I'm not gonna explain all of my dreams, you know what I'm saying? Like, I do have some privacy to me. I be talking and I do be talking, but there's things I know that I don't share. But I'm sharing because again, that's like a form of protection. Like, if I say what my symbolism is, and I'm just gonna let myself talk because this is for someone who needs to hear this. If I share what all my symbolisms mean, we all connected. You get what I'm saying? It's the same way that I'm able to dream about my niece who's in New York and then tell her exactly what happened at home. We all connected. So if I come here and I say, "Oh, when I dream about this, this means that," that could change the subjective meaning because now somebody knows what my subconscious understands. Not something I do. You got to be smart about things like that too. Um, but yeah. Uh, so write down your dreams. Pay attention to the symbols in your dreams. And if you feel to Google anything, Google it. And sometimes dreams come in different layers. So the dream I had with her also meant something for me. And we shared a common understanding because the dream had meaning for both of us. And I feel the same way even when people share their dreams with me. I interpret your dreams and sometimes they mean something also because we're all connected. If you just came and shared your dream with me, maybe there's something in there for me to learn. And it's the same way with readings. If I'm sharing a message to you, there's also a message in there for me in the things that I'm saying. That's why this work is constant. Constantly doing work, constantly working on yourself because you don't want to meddle or no, you don't want to mix. You want to be more aware. So also that being said, if you are a dreamer, you should meditate more and do more to get out your head so that your dreams don't become clunky too. Because let's say you have like sometimes I've had dreams if let's say someone is thinking about me or someone has me on their mind, I will have dreams and they will be really clunky because it'll be like, what the fuck does this mean? But it would usually mean like, it would usually also give me insight. Like, it's like, how do I put this? So meditate so that you clear your energy because people project energy without even realizing that they are. And that's again how we're able to read situations. If you're projecting an energy onto me, I'm going to pick it up because I'm at the vibration where I can pick up on different frequencies and I know when something isn't me. I understand when something isn't resonating with me. I understand when something is someone else. So, yeah, you're a dreamer. I just gave you a little insight. Your dream might reveal something. Your dream might have the answer for something. Your dream might help you. A lot of my dreams have helped me. My dreams help me with decision making. If I'm making a huge decision, I'm most likely to pay attention to my dreams more. Again, pray. Before you go to bed, please pray and do a protection prayer. Like, that's also a good way to keep your subconscious clear. Like, do a protection prayer and then pray for pray for what you want and then protection prayer, or actually speak it like, hey, I clear my energy of any energy that is not of my own. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be very specific before you go to bed. What you do before you go to bed, that's why people tell you do not go to sleep spiraling out. If you're spiraling out, go take a walk. If you're spiraling out, do something to get out your head. Because if you go to sleep while you're spiraling, you're going to wake up and your day is also going to reflect that. Because our minds, as we go to sleep, have the power to project a new reality. And that, if you get me, you get me. If you don't, you don't. It is what it is. I'm assuming if you're here, if you're listening up to this point, you understand what I'm talking about. But yeah, if you go to sleep and you thinking about how fucking terrible something is, you gonna wake up and you're gonna go into that environment again and something is going to be even worse. Every day you're gonna wake up feeling worse and worse if you keep going to sleep spiraling. Do not spiral out before you go to sleep. Do not spiral out before you go to sleep. Make sure your head is clear. If you have to lay there and meditate, do that. If you got a journal, do that. Like, you have to really take care of your mind, because your mind is your most powerful tool. If you have no mental stability, do you understand how that could impact your life so greatly? And this is why people also say do shadow work. If you got to work on yourself to be able to see things clearly, you do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, your mind will have you thinking that whatever is going on inside of it is, like, your mind will have you convinced that your own shit is everybody's shit, and it's not. Okay, then we have boom, they're gaslighting you. You in safe company, Libra. Ooh, and again, when I say there's a message for me, there's a message for you, there's a message for me. So, like, you gotta protect your mind before you go to bed. I don't know. I don't miss a night without praying, because, listen, the way I think of God, I don't think of God as this, like, I think of it as this infinite intelligence that acts without, direction. But you are autonomous. You have free will. You can decide to be protected, or you could decide to leave yourself open. Everyone got free will. Everything has you have free will. Take care of yourself. God takes better care of you. That's how I feel. Because you believe more in your ability to take care of yourself. So you open up to the energy of care. So again, spiraling. You go to bed spiraling, you open yourself up to more reasons to spiral. So, real love, no shade. Okay, wants to play your heart. Heavy emotions. Real love, no shade. Also, if you're getting the urge to start drinking, do not drink. That is a clear message. Like, if you feel like drinking, don't drink. You're going to open yourself up to things that you don't want right now. Like, if you feel that deep urge to start drinking, do not drink. Don't do it. Don't do it. Dragging the situation. Be cautious. Let me not say that. I'm not telling you don't drink. I'm telling you be cautious about drinking. Especially if it's just like this really random strong urge to drink, don't drink. Yes, go out, have a good time, things like that, but I'm feeling like there's this pull to start heavily drinking that you don't want right now. Because again, if you're spiraling, that's not going to help your mental health. That is not going to make things better for you. You're going to spiral deeper and darker. It's not going to be good. Like, it's not going to be good. Make plans. Being judgmental. Real love, no shade. Go to the event. This work related. Self-forgiveness is key. Yeah, so this reading is coming out how it's supposed to come out, you know what I'm saying? But if you spiraling, like, please take time with yourself. Like, really take time. Overworking yourself. Then we got Scorpio. Signs is just coming out. Real love. Mental health needs attention. Yeah. Someone needs to pay attention to their mind right now. Like, really pay attention to your mind. Hold on. Yeah, someone needs to pay attention to their mind. You scare them. Someone need to pay attention to their mind. Please pay attention to what you're focusing on. And that's also to say, like, again, with me being a reader, with me reading energy, if you pay attention to me, you're going to pop up in my readings. Like, it doesn't stop. You pay attention to me, you pop up in my readings. It is what it is. I don't make the rules. I just understand them. Well, if I understand them, you know what I'm saying? There's always so much more. Self-discipline needed. Use your creative mind. Also, when it comes to doing readings, when things pop up and when something is telling you to work on yourself, it is not fucking judgment. Let me tell you, like, again, with me saying shit like this, I say this shit from experience. There was a point in my life that I needed to drink. Like, I wasn't a heavy drinker, but I always had me a lot of weed and 2 wine coolers. That was my everyday. Like, I needed to smoke all day and then have some wine coolers to give me a different type of high. So I understand the effects of that when you're spiraling out. When you're spiraling out, there's just different measures you can take to relax yourself, because it feels like there's an edge on you. And if things are coming into your reality, if you're being presented with information that is telling you to work on yourself, it is not coming from a judgmental place. You are being delivered messages. Like, messages are trying to let you know that you are spiraling. And if you don't stop spiral, like, if you don't take time, you're going to really, like, put yourself in a position that you really don't want to be in. Again, when I talked about God earlier, when I think of God, we all have free will. But if you keep asking, like, you want to do better, but you don't put yourself in a position to do better, like, you're going to keep getting warnings. And if you don't get warnings, whatever you've been actively working towards is going to happen. Like, you can get warnings, hey, like, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. But if you keep doing it, then of course, like, shit happens. It just happens. Shit has to happen. Because I don't know if it was this reading or the last reading, but, like, if you don't take time, if you don't take time, you're going to run yourself into a wall. Like, if you don't slow down, like, if life is telling you to slow down and you stop listening, life just lets you do what you want to do, because you have the free will to do whatever you want to do. That's something as a reader that I've learned, like, because I can see situations and I can see how things are going to play out, but I don't have the ability. There's only so much that I can do. I feel like I used to get very invested in other people and other people's lives, but that doesn't do anything. Everyone has their own life to live. I know the law of request. Like, sometimes with the law of request, sometimes people request help from me, and sometimes I'm requested to go give somebody help or to give somebody a message. But without that, I have to stay out of people's business. Like, I've learned to stay out of people's business. People business, not my business. People business become my business when they in my business. You get what I'm saying? Like, again, if somebody here is watching me and you're watching me with the intentions of being in my business, I end up knowing a lot more about you than I should and want to. I don't care. I care enough to want to help if I'm requested to. But if I don't want to, like, if I'm not I don't be seeking out people information. I don't be giving a fuck like that. Like, because again, I'm getting that you scared is nervous. If you keep looking at me, if you keep watching me, I'm going to end up knowing a lot more about you than I need to. It's just what happens, because it's like you're requesting me. So, yes. Seven of Wands came back out. Upright though. Wait, was it reversed? No, it wasn't reversed. This is upright again. 10 of Pentacles. And yeah, Ace of Cups reversed. So this energy is, again, super fucking nervous. Very nervous energy. Okay. So they're gaslighting you. You in safe company, Libra. Wants to play your heart, overworking yourself. Heavy emotions, Scorpio, dragging the situation, 7 of Wands. They're gaslighting you. You in safe company, wants to play your heart, overworking yourself, heavy emotions, Scorpio, Libra, dragging the situation. If you're in a position where you are a lot more mentally unstable than usual, like if you're in a space where you're mentally unstable, you kind of open yourself up to very manipulative energies. Like especially if you're mentally unstable and emotionally unstable, it's like that's how people come in and start to like puppeteer situations to ultimately get what they want. And if someone benefits from you being mentally unstable, if someone benefits from you being emotionally unstable, they're not going to try to help you be better. They're not going to want to see you work on yourself. They're not going to give you advice that will actually help you. They are going to enable your bad habits so that you can spiral further because they benefit from you spiraling out. People benefit, like there's people out here who actually want you to spiral out so that they can control you. There's people who are emotional, like it's the most seediest type of manipulation, but there's people who are emotionally manipulative, and there's people who are mentally and like they're psychologically manipulative. So when they seek out people who have mental, like who are dealing with a lot of mental traumas, a lot of mental instabilities, a lot of emotional instabilities. There's people who seek out people like that because you're vulnerable. And that's why, again, if you feel the urge to drink, like slow down, like take time because you're vulnerable. You're vulnerable. And sometimes we be looking for a hear me out, and that hear me out isn't aiming to be good to you. You feel like you're benefiting until you're not. Scorpio, Libra, dragging the situation. So now I'm feeling sad. Oh my God, heavy emotions. I'm feeling very sad now, and I don't know what is happening. This is like, I'm starting to feel very sad. Like now I feel like crying. But, if you're not in a good space mentally, sometimes people will take advantage of that. So you would feel like you're being judged when someone is telling you to work on yourself and do better. You'll feel like you're being judged. You'll feel like this person's trying to tell you what to do until you see yourself in a situation that reflects that you needed to slow down. Like you needed to slow down. You needed to slow down. Because you get warnings until you end up in situations that reflect all the warnings that you've been getting. You needed to slow down. You needed to slow down. You're just vulnerable, And again, life works out how it's supposed to. I've been there. Again, I feel like I've been talking a lot. Like there was a point in my life where I really spiraled out and I met some of the seediest, darkest people. When I spiraled out, I met some of the darkest people I've ever met in my life. I have ended up in some of the worst situations I've ever been in. Because people are waiting for you to be low. When you're low, there's people who creep in and they take advantage of you. You're on the right path. Make plans. You're on the right path. Mental health needs attention. Make plans. You scare them being judgmental. Trust your dreams. Like, I don't know. This situation is just trust your dreams. Make plans. This is like being judgmental. Make plans. Mental health needs help. Mental health needs attention, but it says, like I just said, mental health needs help. You may really need to work on, like, if you if you need a therapist, please get a therapist. Like, stop fighting the instability. Like, lean into understanding that you're unstable and get a therapist. Nobody can make you feel better but you. Get a therapist. Work on yourself, please. Please. Like, because I just, I feel grateful enough that I left situations without being, so badly harmed. But you also hear the opposite ends of those situations where people be really badly harmed. I've had some fucked up situations happen, but by God's grace, I was able to get away from shit. Protect your mental health, focus. Like, don't spiral. Or I can't tell you not to spiral. We need that dark night of the soul, but the spiral not gonna look good. Make plans. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles. This one is hard. 10 of Pentacles. Capricorn energy. At the end of the day, free will is real. Even if it's like this one, what I'm about to say would be to someone in like the opposite end. Like, if you're observing something and you kind of see where it's headed, sometimes you have to choose your 10 of Pentacles, because something that I feel like a lot of us as like intuitives don't know how to do is mind our business. Sometimes you have to mind your business. If you want to, there's only so much you can do. If someone rejects your help, you cannot force help on nobody. You can't force nothing on nobody. You don't know what's best. People know ultimately what they want and what's best for them, and you have to allow shit to happen, and you have to continue to make choices that serve you. This is your life to live at the end of the day. Go to the event. Self-discipline needed. This work related. Use your creative mind. Self-forgiveness is key right now. This is also like, if you got yourself in a situation, like, you have to forgive yourself first. And sometimes that's what leads to action or inspired action. But first you need to forgive yourself, because if you don't sit with your guilt, if you don't sit with your shame, if you don't sit with your guilt or sit with your shame, you're going to let it eat you up. Like, if you don't allow guilt and shame to exist and express itself, it eats you up and you sink deeper into it. Like, I feel like something that I've noticed that people have a tendency to do is okay, especially if someone is spiraling, people would do something very fucked up and then feel bad about it, and then do that fucked up thing again, and then feel bad about it, and then do that fucked up thing again, and then feel bad about it. And if you don't forgive yourself, we all make mistakes. We're all allowed to make mistakes. Sometimes we do have to sit with the consequences of our actions, but making a mistake isn't your forever. Like, if you don't heal from that guilt and shame, you're just going to sink into it deeper. Like, if you want to take accountability, take accountability. Shame is not accountability. Blame is not accountability. Guilt is not accountability. Resentment is not accountability. Those energies will eat you up. They will. Like, those feelings, those emotions will eat you up, but it doesn't hold you accountable. It doesn't change or fix nothing. You just end up doing the same thing over and over. So you gotta forgive yourself. Yeah, Ace of Cups is like not feeling your feelings. You would think you're emotionless, but you're not. Your feelings are eating you up from the inside, and then they're going to hit. And when they hit, it's not gonna be pretty. They're gonna hit in the most unexpected of times. You sit there and you close up and you don't share your feelings. You don't express yourself. You don't feel your feelings through for real, when they hit you, it's not going to be at an appropriate time. When those feelings come back, like when they finally want to express themselves, it's going to be explosive in a way that you shouldn't have done, that you're going to regret. And yeah, that's also not helpful. It's not helpful. Like this work related, when feelings come back up, like sometimes your feelings come back up at work and you find yourself having an outburst or something. This is given like outburst at work vibes. Like you had an outburst at work, or you need to not have. You need to keep in mind that you have the potential to have a really bad outburst at work. And I say that because I just saw myself crying at my desk. Like that's something that I express my feelings wherever I need to express my feelings. If I'm at my desk and I need to cry, I'm gonna cry. Fuck. Vulnerability, sometimes we find it so off-putting, but we're humans and humans feel. If you try your best not to feel, your feelings need to express themselves in some way. And then you find yourself in fucked up situations because you didn't learn how to control your emotions. Because you didn't learn how to properly express your emotions. So if you need a therapist, please go get a therapist. Please. Go to the event. Self-discipline needed. Yeah, that's when I'm like it. Sometimes whatever is going on within yourself, it will have you convinced that whatever is going on within yourself will have you convinced that, you know, it's going to come out. That's what I want to say. Like whatever you have going on inside of yourself is going to come out in some way. And if you keep going to sleep on if you keep going to sleep on those feelings, you're going to wake up and you're going to sink into them deeper. That is why it's important to make sure that you're okay before you go to bed. And you need to sleep. If you do not sleep, you're going to spiral even worse. Please get some sleep. Sleep, please, please. Like not sleeping is not okay. And I understand that because I had a while where I wasn't sleeping. I was working 2 jobs and that shit was fucking up my head. So if you're not sleeping, you're going to this energy is like, I'm so sad because it's like, whoa, you need to go to sleep. 1, you have to, don't drink. Please slow down on the drinking. 2, get a therapist, or if you like, please look into some type of means of helping yourself, because yeah, this doesn't give the energy of like it could potentially end well. And sometimes that shit has to happen. I ain't gonna lie. Dark nights of the souls, they not easy. But if I can help you through a dark night of the soul through this video, then you know what I'm saying, I played my part. But I don't know your belief system, but I be saying, yo, do something before you go to bed that will help you versus hurt you. So that being said, Sam Sentient Sessions, court adjourned. Please come back.